My name is Libby.
And I'm Jeffrey.
And we are the kids on the block. And today we brought with us a friend of ours named Mark Riley. And Mark Riley is a little bit different than you guys because he uses a wheelchair. And you know what I've heard some people say? Some people have said to me, oh, if Mark uses a wheelchair, then he must not be able to do anything.
But we're here today to show you and to tell you that just because Mark or anybody else might be in a wheelchair doesn't mean that they can't do anything. What it means is the things that they can do, they have to do a little bit differently than how you might do them.
So we're going to start our show now, just like we always start our shows, with a song.
You don't have to knock. Just tell them you're one of the kids on the block. When your brother, sister, mother, dad drive you up a tree, come on over, 'cause you can play with me. Come on, you don't have to knock. Just tell them you're one of the kids on the block. Kids on the block. We can do most anything, no matter what they said. If we put our heads together, we come out way ahead. What good are friends if friends don't stick together when we fight and fuss? Like bubble gum stuck in your hair where there's so nothing's ever yucky. We got lucky, we got us. Kids on the block, the kids on the block, the kids on the block, yeah!
We're going to meet Mark Riley. Now, before we do that though, I want to show you something that's really important to Mark Riley, and it's this sign here. Have you guys ever seen this sign before?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
No, you haven't? Okay,
No.
if you have seen this sign before, and you want to tell me where you've seen it before, you guys can raise your hand and tell me where you've seen it. Just let's only talk one at a time so we can hear everyone, okay? So where have you seen it before? Oh, we've seen it in a parking lot, okay? We've seen it in a parking lot. Where have you seen it before? On the road? We've seen it on the road. Where else have we seen it? Where else have we seen it? Where have you seen it? Oh, at Fall River Sports Club. Okay, we've seen it at Fall River Sports Club. Where have you seen it? At the park? We've seen it at the park. Where have you seen it?
Nicholas. At Christmas.
At Christmas? Anybody else seen it before? Where have you seen it?
In the parking lot.
In a parking lot. Okay, so we've seen this in a lot of different places. Where have you seen it? At a bathroom. Okay. So we've seen this in a lot of different places, and this sign has a name. Okay? And the name of this sign is the accessibility sign. That's a pretty big word, huh? Accessibility? Yeah. But all it means is that Mark or somebody else who's in a wheelchair, they can do something by themselves. And that's the important part. They can do it by themselves. They do not need someone to help them. So if you see this on a door at a store or something like that, that means they can get into that building by themselves. So there will be something like a ramp there instead of just stairs. Or it might mean they can do an activity by themselves. So on the count of 3, can you guys all say accessibility with me? Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Accessibility! Nice job! And that means that Mark or somebody else in a wheelchair can do something by themselves. So we're going to meet Mark now, and we're going to find out about all the stuff he can do.
Oh, I see you out there. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, my name is Mark Riley, and I bet you can all tell just by looking at me that I'm Irish because of my red hair, right? We'll probably talk more about that later. Anyway, I'm here and she's all the way over there. My mom, I mean, and she really hates when I pop wheelies, but here goes with a 1. Brum, 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 brum. And a 2, brum, 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 brum. And a 3, woo! And again, woo!
Hey, look out!
Oh, hi.
Well, hi. Are you new around here?
New? Oh, no, I'm not new. I'm brand new. I just moved in here last week.
Well, what's your name?
Matt.
Can you say that again?
Yeah. M-A-R-K, Mark the Great.
Well, hiya, Mark. My name is Melody.
Well, hiya, Melody.
But don't ever call me Melody. Call me Mel.
Why? Melody's such a pretty name, right, guys? Yeah, how'd you get it?
I have these 4 older brothers. Yuck. They tease me, they tickle me, and guess what they're doing now?
What?
They're calling me Melvin, and I'm a girl. Double yuck.
Well, she doesn't look like a Melvin to me, guys.
Well, when my mom was in the hospital having me, Dad came in and said, "This one's a girl." And Mom said, "Well, that's music to my ears." So,
Oh, I get the joke. Melody, a song, music to her mom's ears. I get the joke. Hey, Mel, is there something the matter with my cruiser here?
no, Mark, are you sick or something?
Sick? Oh, no, I'm not sick. I got I got CP.
Oh, CP, what's CP?
Well, CP was something I was born with. It stands for cerebral palsy. And all that means is I can't walk and I can't talk so good either.
You mean you never walk?
No. But I get along just fine in my cruiser here.
I think you mean your wheelchair.
I don't like to call this my wheelchair, guys. I like to call this my souped up, super duper faster than a speedboat cruiser. Woo! I get 25 miles an hour downhill in this thing, baby.
But, Mark, if you're in that wheelchair, I mean cruiser.
Get it straight, Mel.
Well, if you're in that cruiser, I bet you can't do things that other kids can do.
Mel, I can do 100 billion zillion things that other kids can do.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, do you guys want to play a guessing game with us? Yeah, alright. I'm going to act some stuff out and you guys shout out and tell me what I'm doing. Ready, Mel?
Yep.
Ready, guys? Ready, Mel?
Uh-huh.
Ready, guys? Ready, Mel?
Yes!
Ready, guys?
Yes!
Okay, so the first thing has to do with water. You might do this at the beach.
What is he doing?
Yeah.
You can go swimming?
I sure can. Guys, I can swim all the way across an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Wow!
Yeah. See, I do a lot of upper body exercises to get nice and strong up top because I can't use my legs in the water to propel me. So when I'm in the water, I use all of my upper body strength to get from side to side.
Wow!
Yeah. Now this next one has to do with a sport. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, basketball.
You can play basketball too?
I sure can, guys. But I have to play a little differently than how you guys might. Because of my cerebral palsy, I can't use my legs.
Right.
But what I do is I wheel myself around the court, and sometimes I even dribble the ball, bump, and shoot the ball from my lap.
That's neat.
Yeah. Now this last one has to do with one of my favorite animals. You might find this animal at a farm. Bump. Yeah, wow, Mel, these guys are great.
Mark, are you saying that you can go horseback riding?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Mel. I even have my own special saddle. I learned how to ride at a place called Camp Courageous.
But, Mark, how do you do other stuff?
Other stuff? Oh, she wants to know how I get back and forth from school, right, Mel? Well, a bus comes to pick me up.
No, Mark, how do you do the other stuff?
Oh, oh, I get you, Mel. The other stuff. She wants to know how I get up and down stairs. Well, I need a ramp for that.
Mark, can I ask you a personal question?
A personal question, huh?
Girlies.
Yeah, go on ahead, Mel.
Well.
Any year now, she's gonna ask me, guys.
No, I can't.
You can, my ear. Right here, Mel, come on.
Okay. Mark,
Yeah.
how do you,
Uh-huh.
how do you,
Yeah.
how do you go to the bathroom? Oh. Oh.
Boy, that was sort of a personal question, Mel.
No.
Well, have you ever seen any bathrooms with big wide doors in a mall or something
Oh,
like that?
I've seen those in restaurants.
Well, that's so a person like me in a cruiser can cruise right on in, and there's rails next to the toilet to help us out.
Oh, well, thanks for telling me, Mark. I was wondering about that.
You're welcome, Mel.
Well, I have to go get to my ballet class, so I'll see you later.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Okay, guys, can I hear that word accessible again? Good job. And that means that Mark or somebody else in a wheelchair can do something by themselves. Because like we said, doing things for yourself feels good, right? Now, I have a question for you guys. Who here likes to help people? Yeah? Oh, that's awesome. That's another thing you have in common with Mark, because Mark also likes to help people. But there's a very important thing we need to do when we want to help someone. If we see someone who might need some help, we always want to ask them first, do you want my help, okay? And the reason we do this is because it does feel good when we can do things for ourselves. So we don't want to go over to someone and grab something out of their hands and say, I'm going to help you now, right? That's not going to make anyone feel good. So we always say, do you want some help? I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. I had a friend of mine and she was in an accident and she had to wear casts on both of her arms. Now sometimes when you wear a cast for a really long time, the muscles inside your body, they forget how to do things, okay? So her muscles, when her cast came off, her muscles had forgotten how to tie her shoes. And so even though she was a grown-up, she had to learn how to tie her shoes all over again. And so I would go and see her in the hospital and she would be learning how to tie her shoes. And the first time I went to see her, the first week I went to see her, she took one shoelace and she made it into a loop, okay? Then I went to see her the second week. She took one shoelace, she made it into a loop. She took the second shoelace and she made another loop. So she had 2 loops, okay? The third week I went to see her, she took those 2 loops and she crossed them. So she was so close. If you guys know how to tie your shoes, you know she's really close to having a bow on her shoe now. All she has is one last step. So I knew when I went to see her the 4th week, I knew she was going to be able to tie her shoe. And so I went to see her that 4th week, and she took one shoelace, she made a loop. She took the second shoelace, she made another loop. She took those loops, she crossed them, she was about to pull it through, and in the door came the nurse, and she said, here, let me help you with that. Took it out of her hands and tied her shoe for her. Now, was that nurse trying to be mean? No, of course not, no. But she forgot to do something. What did she forget to do? She forgot to ask my friend, do you want my help? Because then my friend could have said, no, I can do it by myself now, right? She could have been excited about doing that for herself. So that's why we just want to always ask first, do you want my help or do you need some help? And we're going to see that Mel and Mark are going to talk about that in the next scene.